So just in advance, there will be some formatting issues, it looks like, because the font has changed. But anyway, my name is Quinn Underwood, and I am the CEO of Animo. Our mission is to quantify and predict psychological well-being for individuals and organizations. And the problem we're solving is this. 75% of all diseases in North America are chronic in nature, and the #1 contributor to chronic disease is stress, and the first, second, and third most significant sources of stress in an individual's life is in the workplace. Workplaces don't know how to manage the mental health or well-being of their employees because they cannot measure it. And what you can't manage what you can't measure. And this is costing them $2,000 to $5,000 per employee per year for businesses across North America, and this number is growing as chronic stress accelerates and worker burnout increases. Our solution is a SaaS-based platform that allows organizations and individuals to track trends in well-being over time and receive specific recommendations for how to improve it. For individuals, we've built privacy into the bedrock of the solution under the guidance of Dr. Anne Cavoukian, the former Data Privacy Minister of Ontario. What this means is that individuals have full control over the data that's being analyzed, how it's being analyzed, who sees it, and when it's being done. Our analysis relies on an AI platform that allows us to run over text data such as Slack, email, and other communications. And under the research of Dr. Frank Rudich, one of our advisors, we hope to be able to predict things like stress, anxiety, and depression weeks to months in advance at clinical levels of accuracy. For organizations, what this means is they receive a totally anonymized and aggregated insight of how their organization is doing in real time at any given point in time, and recommendations for how to go about improving it. So these are some of the mock-ups about what this platform looks like now. For the individual, what we like to say is it's the Fitbit for your mind in software form. For organizations, it's a more aggregated overview, but similar in concept. So what about our traction? What have we done so far? In just a couple months since our inception, we've already secured a fully priced paid pilot at $10 per employee per month. And we've partnered with the Vector Institute of Artificial Intelligence under the research of Dr. Frank Rudich, who is also one of our advisors, to push the cutting-edge NLP that we use even further. In terms of the competitive landscape, Animo stands alone. Our competitors use outdated technology, such as survey-based assessments or static AI that isn't continually learning. Or they're entirely treatment-focused. So how are we different? Animo is focused on prevention, which means we're about getting people the right information at the right time before it exacerbates to the point of needing very specific treatment. We've also built privacy into the bedrock of this platform such that individuals feel comfortable coming back and providing us with data and insights that our competitors just don't have access to because they're not building with the individual in mind. We're building proprietary technology beyond just this NLP that we're deploying. The graphic that you see here is an actual example of a social network, because what we're doing is taking social network analysis to look at how stress, anxiety, and depression actually moves through an organization, allowing us to predict how an individual will feel before they even feel that way. And we're building networks and effects into the very basis of our platform, which means that our algorithms are getting better with each and every use and an individual logging on. In terms of a business model, we're looking at charging $5 to $10 per employee per month. It's a B2B SaaS platform, but we have a number of other future verticals that I'm happy to get into in the question period for future revenue growth. The market size is massive and it's growing every day. $32 billion globally in the health assessment and stress management market, with $3 billion here in North America. And we're the team to do it. My last company was a health tech company in Southeast Asia. We had contracts with the government of Bangladesh, serving more than 5 million patients over 5 years. Samin Khan is our CTO. He won the world's largest tech competition hosted by Microsoft. And Avery Wang our COO, has been doing cutting-edge research in the space of psychology. We're the team to do it. Our advisors are similarly world-class. We have Jeffrey Pfeiffer, a professor at the Graduate School of Business at Stanford, who literally wrote the book on this topic. We have the #1 scientist in the world in the space of e-health, and we have Dr. Frank Rudich, a world leader in natural language processing. Our ask is a $400K pre-seed for an 8 to 12-month runway focused on development, operations, and admin. We're moving fast. This will help us move faster. But more fundamentally, our vision isn't just about measuring these things, it's about reinventing how we conceptualize health and healthcare. Because we're focused on stress and upstream factors, we're able to build urgency around prevention. But more than that, we're allowing the realignment of work and workplaces with the employees themselves. We're allowing companies to capture the value they know is there but haven't been able to act on because they haven't been able to take the action simply because they can't manage what they can't measure, and that's exactly what we're here to do. Thank you.
Even though it's inappropriate, I have to tell you right now, I love it so much. You just gave me goosebumps as a leader. It's so hard to understand the actions, how the actions you take are affecting your people, and you always wish you had that like very real-time indicator that something you have unintentionally done has perhaps contributed to short-term stress, which will drive long-term chronic stress-related issues. So I think it's brilliant. And I'd love to be able to help you in any way I can.
I don't have any questions. Yeah, similar comment. I see so many pitches week over week. I personally just like hate the pitches that start with improving employee retention. They just, I'm so biased in this way. It's like if it's in the first slide, I'm just already like, oh, I hate this one. But I think you did a really good job at it, so good job.
Done.
Awesome. All right, judges, I've got about